Hey guys, what's up? Michael here today. Today I'm going to do a video on how to clean your engine bay. I have my 2012 Elantra here, and I'm just going to do a tutorial on how I personally wash my engine bay. My engine bay is pretty clean right now, but I kind of want to do a tutorial just to show you guys, you can keep your engine bay looking very nice for a very, very long time as long as you stay on top of keeping this clean. So a couple things I use to clean the engine bay. A bucket, of course, just to put water in. Here I have my degreaser. This is just a mean green degreaser. You can buy it from Walmart. It's about $5 for a gallon of it, and it works pretty well. It lasts a nice long time. And here I have a really old washing mitt that I'm going to use for the engine bay because I no longer use this on my paint. So I'm going to fill up my bucket with water and we'll get started here. Just, fill your bucket up here. Should be enough water for what we're using this for. Again, one of the tips I would recommend is never do this on a hot engine bay. It is not recommended. You can possibly crack the head, crack exhaust piping, anything like that. Definitely would never do this hot. This engine is completely cool. It's been sitting overnight, so there's no heat on it at all. First thing we're going to do is we're going to spray the upper top portion of the bay. We're going to spray up here, and then we'll work ourselves down. And at this point, we just want to get the engine bay nice and wet so we can spray it down. And just be careful if you do have any. I used to cover up my alternator, but I found out there's kind of no point in doing it because the alternator is designed to get wet. So I stopped covering it up, and I don't have any open intakes like a front air intake. Mine is all lower. So, but if you do have a front air intake, I would recommend covering it up with a bag or something like that, just so you're not spraying water directly into your intake. So we'll get started up top here.
7 years ago, turning back, counting every day.
Nice and wet down. One thing also I'll say is I would recommend always doing your engine bay before you actually detail your outside of your car, because if you detail your car, you're gonna get everything on your windshield, all the outer perimeter is gonna get all stuff all over it, and you're gonna dirty that clean car you just did. So always start off with the engine bay if you can. We're gonna take the solution, the greaser here. I'm gonna start from the top down and work myself down again. I'm actually gonna degrease all this down as well, because this is actually pretty dirty in here, and this will give you a nice time to really clean this down. I'm just gonna spritz my engine bay down. So let it dry up. And if you guys do not want to take off your actual plastic covers, you don't have to. But this is kind of just an extra step I take sometimes. I haven't done this in a little while, so just be extra careful when you guys are under here. Make sure to rinse off the exterior of your car. Just make sure you get off any of that leftover degreaser, so it just doesn't sit on your paint. Alright, so we're finished washing. Next we're going to go on to the drying part. Alright guys, so the setup I'm using is very, very simple. What I'm using is a shop vac. Basically what I did is I just took the bottom off of my shop vac. I took the filter off so it's not blowing any dust out. So basically what this is doing, this is just sucking straight air from, or the atmosphere, and it's blowing it through the end of the hose. So you're getting nice clean air, kind of like a blow dryer or a gas-powered dryer or blower. So if you have one of these shop vacs, this works very, very well, and it's free. So why not use it? I'm not going to go ahead and spend an extra, $100 on a dryer when I can use this, and this works extremely well, as you'll see. One thing I would say, some cars do have a what we call kind of a show you guys up here. Some cars do have a like a fabric fire mat right here, and what you can do is for those you can kind of just rub this along, and it will actually start from the top, go down, and it will push the water out the bottom, so you're drying it off as you go. But let's go ahead and start drying. look at that, all nice and shined up. The only thing is this greaser does tend to tear up stickers, so it's the only downside, but other than that, it works very well. You can see nothing really has anything on it. Looks brand new. So next step, what we'll do is I'm going to pop my engine bay cover back on. For the Hyundai Elantras, there's 2 pins that these fit on. I don't know if this is, my stickers are peeling off right there. It kind of worries me, but it should be okay. So you just fit it up, and you'll hear it snap on, and you're good. So there you go, guys. It's all engine bay is all detailed, and alright guys, so this is some tire shine I have just laying around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on the plastics, and you guys can kind of see just the this helps out a little. Do not spray this on any of your belts, any of your alternator, anything that has moving parts. Do not spray this on, because you know, and I haven't come across it, but you could possibly run the potential of this stuff is really slippery. You could make your belt start slipping if you spray this shit on there. So, you know, I just wouldn't recommend doing it. Some people use special shiner for their plastics. I honestly, this is meant for rubber and all of that. So, I mean, I really can't see the difference in buying something else for spraying up. So what I'll do is I'll just spray some on my cloth here. I'll just rub it on the plastics. That squeaking you heard was probably from water being on the belts. That may happen, but it'll go away the second the engine warms up. That was just from spraying water on the belts. But shouldn't have a problem with that really after the first time. But as you see, everything's up and running, no problems. I'll shut the car off. so next step is we're going to go ahead and wash the exterior of the vehicle. I'm going to get my 2 buckets ready and I'll be back with you. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to detail the wheels before I even wash the car. So I'll show you guys how I personally detail the wheels. These wheels are plasti dipped, so I do it a little different than if they were just straight on the aluminum cast wheels, or the aluminum wheels. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I do that. Alright guys, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to spray down the wheel. We're also going to spray inside the wheel well. Don't do this with your wheels hot after you just got done driving, because you will run the potentially of warping your rotors, and you do not want to do that unless you want to buy new rotors or you want a good reason to. Next, we're going to mist down the wheel. And the actual tire. After we do that, we will do the inside of the fender well. My fender well's actually popped out for some reason. That's weird. Huh. Well, looks like my fender well is popped out for some reason. There we go. Okay. Fill my bucket up with just straight water. You can see that this takes off it's loosening the brake dirt or any junk that's on the tire. Alright. Next, we're going to clean the inside of the wheel well. If your car is not lowered like mine, this will be a lot easier to do, guys. A lot easier, because it's a little hard getting my hand in there. Alright, we've scrubbed everything down, now we'll rinse it. Now rinse these down very well, guys. Because if you don't rinse this down, this degreaser will leave a film. Alright, so now that it's all washed down, alright guys, so we're going to start washing the exterior of the car now. We've detailed all the wheels, they're clean, and now we're going to get on to the car. We're going to work from the top down. It's the best way to do it, and we're using the 2 bucket method today. I'm not using grit guards, so if anyone wants to say any shit about me not using grit guards, I don't care. I've used this method for a long time, and since I've gotten the car, I haven't added any additional swirl marks. The car did come with light swirl marks from the dealer. I haven't paint corrected it yet, But this method I use, I've detailed brand new cars that have no swirl marks, and I've used this method and I don't get any additional swirl marks. So this method works for me, and I'll probably use this this way for a long time if I'm proven otherwise. So let's get started.
tonight and hope that I will dream to get me out this place and onto better things. Because I tried so hard and got so far to let this slip away, and I refuse to let someone put out my flame. You gotta try much harder, hold me underwater, and you can make it darker, 'cause I will burn it all up, 'cause I'm a fire starter.
So what we're going to do is we're going to rinse off the top of the car and work down. Alright, it's pretty much all washed off. Look how nicely the water's beating. I haven't waxed this, and this hasn't been waxed in about 5-6 months, and that water's still beating up really nicely. I mean, I do spray wax it every time I wash it usually, so I'm sure that helps. Let's go ahead and we'll shut the water off. Alright guys, next up we're going to use my squeegee. I love this thing. It makes drying the car so much easier. Watch this. See all that water? It's gone. Okay, now it's all dry. The reason I love this thing is because, and all of you that detail your cars, you know, if I were to just start drying this thing with a towel, I would probably go through like 2-3 towels just to dry it, because there's a lot of water on this car still, especially if the water beads up. There's a lot of water resting on the surface of the car. So what I do is I just try and go over with this, which this thing will get a lot of water off. A lot of water. And this, guys, has made my life so much easier with drying anyways. And you know what? I think it's gonna rain, which is fantastic, because I just detailed this thing. Of course it would. It was looking nice when I started, and then about an hour into this, it started to get pretty nasty outside, which kind of sucks, because the car will probably get really wet and it'll get dirty, but whatever. The cool thing is, if you keep this, my car stays nice. I usually I wash it at least once a week, sometimes more if I really don't have anything else to do besides work. So, well, that's dry. But you can see how nicely this beads up. And I think a lot of that has to do with the Meguiar's Ultimate Wash and Wax, because that stuff does leave a, I mean, just that good stuff right there alone leaves a nice. And if it starts raining, guys, I don't know how this is gonna go. But what I'm gonna do, Meguiar's Quick Wax, spray this down, dry it at the same time, comes out awesome. I'll get started. Missed it. Quick mist.
I can't escape, captive. I can't erase these nightmares that rule my mind.
I forgot to put tire gel on, but I may do that later. It's okay for now. You can always come back and just dab these little drips of water up. Oh, that's just what that is. It comes off though. Alright, well, that's pretty much it, guys. For the little emblems, you can just dab them up, but that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching.